You're now listening to the Modern Crowd Podcast, the podcast with Hoop Dreams.
Check it out.
With your host, Kev, always been a Don.
Here we go.
Yeah, you already know what it is. It's your boy Kev, always been a Don, and of course this is the Modern Crowd Podcast with Hoop Dreams. I'm here with my boy Rudolph that's on the phone. What's up, man?
What's up? Saga Fett. Welcome back, man. We're doing this thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, it's another day, another week, another month. You know what I'm saying?
Another episode.
Word, you
Making
know.
it happen.
Yeah, you know, just freaking really just woke up type shit, you know what I'm saying? The life of podcasting, man. You know, you wake up and you get into it, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
So, of course, on this episode, man, we always have somebody new. We got my boy. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my boy.
I mean, man, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah,
I feel honored. It's an honor. But me, of course, everybody call me Beezy. Y'all know me as Beezy on Instagram, Beezy Beat. But I'm gonna go by my real name, Justin Goodson. I'm a professional boxer.
Word.
Yeah.
Also MVP of our flag football games, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
MVP.
Yeah.
MVP.
Facts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I appreciate you for going on here because a lot of people, they get afraid to get on here. But no, you actually reached out, and which, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you for doing that because people got to hear the stories, man. You got to hear the fucking stories. You know what I'm saying?
Got to, man.
So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I want to ask, man, who's Beezy, man? Let us know how this journey started.
Beezy, that's like an alter ego, man.
Oh,
like,
shit.
That name come from a whole nother source.
Oh, word.
But that's just something that fits me. You know, Beezy, that's just always been who I am as a person.
Word.
A real down to earth person, but that's gonna give it to you real, raw.
Right.
And then that one that's just eager, just to, you know, real courageous.
Right.
You know, but you know, me, I'm Justin. You know, Justin. Majority of the people, they call me Justin. Everybody that know me, that grew up around me, went to school with me.
Right.
Oh, Justin. You know, Justin Goodson.
Right.
So that name is known.
Word.
You know, so. But Beezy, yeah, that's just that name. That's like, yeah, he's hungry. He's courageous. He's outgoing. He's just that. He's just gonna give it to you raw.
For sure. Yeah, no, that's real. And the reason why you know, I call you Beezy is because again with the flag football game, you know, Carlos invited you out and you know, you crossed the shit out of everybody. We even got highlights of that. But
I got beef about that, by the way. I got beef about that. So not one of my touchdowns, not one of my highlights. Kevin, we were just showing jukes. I'm like, hey, bro, like shit, let me get some light too.
Yeah.
You know, so Kev.
Hey, you know how I got to do it. But no, the reason why I keep saying Beezy is the reason I'm over here saying the same shit, but is because you're a professional boxer. Yeah. And hanging out with Carlos, man, I'm gonna tell you, like we went through like it was like a 2-month, 3-month vigorous training with him and stuff like that. Yeah. And I almost threw up like twice. I almost passed out all the time. So it's always interesting to know like how you guys, you know, you get into training to be professional fighters and also being a professional fighter. I mean, just being that alone is definitely tough. I know that for sure. But and again, being Justin, I know that's being able to, you know, balance both is like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Man. So like, just tell us about that. How do you balance being a pro fighter and then also being Justin at the same time?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's just natural because, you know, I've been boxing for so long.
Word.
You know, and you know, I'm just a natural athlete in general. So it's like, you know, just being, you know, that person that's out and, you know, boxing. You know, first off, boxing alone, that's a full-time job. No, it's not even just being a fighter. Like it's actually a full-time job. Actually learning the business side and, you know, just learning everything outside of the ring. Right. Being in the ring, you know, that's the easy part. You know, putting in the work, that's the hard part. But when it comes to the business side and learning everything, it's
Nah, I can imagine. I mean, I mean, because like there's video. Carlos got videos of me. Like, man, I'm always almost about to pass out, and then like you saying, doing that, and then also having to worry about the business side. I'm like, sheesh. I don't know how you guys do it for real. You know what I'm saying?
My question is, as a professional boxer, and you're saying it's essentially a full-time job. I know people a lot from the outside see you as someone who's just simply getting in shape. How do you keep your mental trained to train sharp in order to, not just in life, but also to bring that to the ring too? Because I can only imagine that what you're doing separates life and your profession. So how do you kind of bridge the two with your training?
Well, it's all about balance. Like, honestly, I feel like, when it comes to being in the ring and just, being in the gym, I take everything outside, like everything that's on the outside, I just block it out. Once I'm in the gym, I'm locked in. I don't really worry about what's going on until I actually go out. And once I leave the gym, then I worry about the outside world. But it's easy for me to balance because, just being a part of this for so long and just being able to do it, it's always been a balance to it because it's like I've always been doing so much as just an athlete and just as a person, as a family man, just being this person, a friend, it all come with weight, but it's nothing that I can't, handle. It's just all come with balance. If you're able to balance it, it makes it real easy, No,
that makes sense. That makes sense. I was gonna say too, on top of that point, I mean, I know, I just asked that question earlier about trying to balance both. Like, is it hard to, because for me, I'll tell you I'm no athlete by any chance, man. I am a couch potato. I'm a god in 2K and Madden, but
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But like my thing is like with being that boxer, being a pro boxer and stuff like that. Like for me, I tried. I didn't go to pro route. I was amateur. Like I got my ass whooped my first time in Carlos. That's a story we'll put on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, we gotta see.
I got my
chop
ass.
It up.
I thought I was Rocky and shit, and I got my ass whooped in the ring. It's a hilarious story, but like it's really hard for me like to think that you have to be you're mindful of what you also have to do outside of the ring compared to what you're doing inside the ring. I mean, inside the ring, and then also trying to do what your other I'm saying other ego, but you as Justin being that too. You're like right. It's got to be tough because again, staying in shape. I mean, I love eating fat shit. You know what I'm saying? Burgers, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you train your mind to be able to do both? Like, I really want to know the secret because I want to do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's real easy. Like to train my mind to just be able to focus.
Right.
It's not as easy as people think it is. It's not like because it's so much stuff. It's easy to get distracted.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's real easy to get distracted, and especially if you have specific ways, like you have old ways that come about, and you be like, oh, and something come across, you just be so eager to do it, just like
right.
But it's just all about just having that mental, just to be able to say like, nah, like
right,
like nah. Some people, it's hard for people to say no. Like, it was hard for me to say no to certain things too before. So, but it's just all about just being able just to have it, just be like, okay, in my mind, like, just set your mind to something.
Right.
Just try it out. You'll never know what it'll be.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier said than done, man. Because I mean, like,
for sure.
I'll tell you, like,
for sure.
One thing for me is like, I'd be like, I'm gonna go to the gym 3 or 4. I'm gonna go to the gym like 4 times a day, and I be seeing y'all, man. Y'all be like really intense to it, and y'all, like you said, you can see the mental and the lockednesses y'all have like when you're into what you're doing. Me, bro, I get in the gym like 1 or 2 days, and I'm just like, man, shit.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all because actually it's like when you're in the gym, you putting your body through. Well, when you're in the gym and you feel that pain, it's like you putting your body through stress, but it's actually helpful. It's
right.
It's actually healthy for you to actually get in the gym and just be able to work yourself and get in shape. That's the best way to live.
Nah, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's
I'm
why
not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad at Carlos. I'm like, bro, we did it, but he always be having fights coming up, so I understand that. But like, boy, like me going up there like twice a week, like that, just in the boxing like regimen and just understanding how hard y'all be working. I'm like, y'all looked in my mirror one day. I was like, yeah. Then I stopped. I was like, shit.
That shit not easy, man.
It's not easy, bro. It's not easy.
That shit not easy. That's why I said going through camp, man. Going through camp camp, that's the toughest part. Like that's the hardest part. The fight is the easy part when you put the work in. You feel me? So it's like, that camp, going through camp is hell, man. Especially if you got that right team behind you too.
Right.
Yeah, you go through hell. This shit is.
How many days a week do you go to the gym during your training?
Well, if I'm in camp, I train really 6 days out the week. But really, it's a schedule to it. So it's like you don't put yourself through so much stress,
right.
Through the whole 6 days out the week. You have your 3 to 4, the hard days, and then you just wind down, but you still working,
Nah, for sure.
So it's like you're not putting yourself through any lazy point in your actual, your routine. So it's real smooth, it's real smooth. But you gotta think about it. Once you get in shape, and it's really easy to you. Like you can actually go to the gym. Going to the gym 5 to 6 days out the week, it really becomes easy once you actually stay consistent with it. So it's like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask a Justin question, man. What does Justin do for fun?
Ooh, man, it's a lot I do for fun. I mean, y'all already see me on the football field.
Word. Oh, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you see me on the football field already. I like I said, I played all the sports. So it's like I go hoop. I got a lot of homies I go hoop with. If it comes down to it, they want to play a 7-on-7. I bowl.
Oh, shit.
Go crazy. I go crazy. I don't just bowl to sit here and be like, yo, I bowl. Yeah. No, I actually bowl.
Okay.
I hit the 200s, Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna say, Rudolph.
Yeah, I hit the 200s. Yeah. I got proof. Yeah.
Hey, Rudolph, I was gonna say, if you were here to see how serious his face was when he said that, the joke was
I bowl.
He was serious. He was serious.
Oh yeah,
I
bowl.
believe it. I believe anybody who bowls over 200 and say I bowl. I can only imagine the facial expression when they're saying
Not even just
conviction. What's that, boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pull up with my own bowling balls. It's real.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's real.
Hey, say less. Anybody come on this pod and say they good at bowling, yo, I'm putting a bet on my man's right here, Justin.
Hey, man,
for real.
I'm telling you.
Fact.
I'm telling you, I bowl for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what made you get into bowling? Like,
I mean, it was just back then going as a kid, it was just something to do as fun. But
right.
My big brother made it interesting. Like he started getting into it, and he actually was on the bowling team. Oh, and I'm like, I'm real competitive, so it's like, all right, and me and my brother, we always used to go at it as kids. So I'm like, I used to always want to be better and beat him. So I'm like, nah. So it was just one day, I just learned how to bowl. I did it on my own. I was self-taught. I did it on my own, and it was just, it just came easy.
Okay.
So it just came easy because it's just like, to me, I try to fit everything that I learned with other sports, and, into like basketball. It's like the finger roll. That's how I bowl.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
I never heard it. That actually makes a lot of sense. I never heard it like that though.
That's how I release. It curve.
Word.
So as I kept doing it, I learned more. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, I go crazy. I go crazy.
Hey, so I'll tell you one of the like the it's like super random. Like I'm really competitive.
Yeah.
At the bowling alleys, they have those punching machines.
Yeah.
I'm super competitive in that shit. Like, I live to the point, like, me and my homeboys back in the day, we used to actually put money on the ground and be like, all right, who hit it the hardest, in each round and stuff like that. That's like one of my favorite games of all time. Like, people, when I get a big enough crib, I'm actually going to get one of those and be like, till like 60 or 70 years old, be like, all right, put the money on the floor. Y'all already know what time it is.
You know what's so crazy? I never done that.
You never done that?
No,
oh,
I haven't.
man.
I've seen people do it, and people that I know actually do it. I'm like, man, I know I punch. I know.
Yes.
And look, I used to think in my mind, like, man, if I punch it and I get like an 800, I know they lying.
Yeah, right.
like that's why I used to, for real. Like that's why I'm like, nah. But yeah, I want to actually do it. I never did it before.
Man, yeah, we me, Rudolph, my fiance, and her cousin, we went to K1 one time, and they actually have that punch machine up there. And we I think we've been up there 3 times, and I balled I swear to God, I spent like $10 just punching that shit. Like, I probably won't even get on the go-kart. I'm just sitting there just punching the shit out of that shit. Like, bro, I'm gonna get a 900 in here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's like one of my videos. But I'm very competitive with that shit. Like, I'll be talking mad shit and everything. But that's cool. Like, it makes sense because a lot of my favorite NBA players and football players say the same thing. Like, they picked up something else that they transitioned to that actually helped them with their game. You know what I'm saying? Like, with like yoga and stuff like that. So that I might have to start playing bowling, man. Because I'm trying to get good on my layup package too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be out here being an old school guy, still balling. And shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think so with living in Atlanta, I see a lot of people actually do box and stuff like that, and a lot of people have a lot of crazy stories. Yeah. What is your best fight, and what is one of the craziest fights you ever been in?
Ooh, like outside,
like school, whatever. What is one of the craziest fights you had, and one of the one that you just know this is one of the best fights dog fights I've ever had in my life?
One of the craziest, well, of course, is fighting in the hood, man. I'm from the east side of Atlanta, so it's different. Like, I grew up on Glenwood, so it's like. It was in the hood. Yeah. So, one of the craziest fights is having everybody in the hood and you and then one person you fighting, y'all fighting. Dang. That's one of the craziest fights. Like, and actually the dude that I ended up fighting, I fought him like 3 times. He ended up being my best friend along the lines. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was one of the craziest fights because the whole hood was out.
Oh man, that's what's up.
And I wasn't going out.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah, I wasn't going out like that. So it was just like, that was one of the craziest fights. And you said, what was the other question?
The other question was, when is one of the most memorable fights you had?
Ooh.
That was just a dog fight.
I ain't gonna not to be cocky or nothing, like in the streets and stuff like that, or like just outside the ring. I never really like had somebody that when I fought them, it was like a competition. Like every time I fight somebody, I'm at your neck.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. So it was never, but I just say that alone, like that was just one of my craziest fights, just being in the hood and just fighting, like
Nah, that's real. That's real. I think it's funny. We were talking to one of our members yesterday about how men, when we fight, we actually when we fight somebody. Yeah. It's like we give that person that respect because they actually threw the hands right back with us. Right. So like you just said, you fought this man 3 times and y'all became best friends. I have a fight. I have a fight story where I lost about like 6 times in a row to the same person, but I kept knocking on his door until I got that win. And then we became really good friends. Yeah, real shit. Like
that's resilience, bro.
Yeah, I was not like, bro. Like I'm telling you, it got to a point where he was just like, man, bro, you trying to fight me again? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like I can't take this L, bro. I took 6 L's, but I got 1 win, so I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But
you count that 1 W and that's it.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
Don't know
man.
about the other 6 L's.
Facts. I think just with us and men, like that's how like I respect. That's one of the biggest things I've learned also growing up too. Like just growing up is like just the respect factor because as a kid I think and being a teenager and also being in I used to live on Wesley Chapel, by the way. So yeah, like. I understand how that shit could be. And like that's why I be telling folks, I'm like, bro, that's how you kind of earn your respect. Like somebody's gonna try you until they find out that you really not going for that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and it was different for me. Like, I was small. I was smaller than most of the kids I went to school with.
Oh,
so, see, and the thing was, especially being on that side of town, I went to Bethune and I used to fight at Bethune.
Right.
Every other week. I get out of suspension, I'm fighting as soon as I get back to school. Like it was like that, because I used to because I used to get tried. I was small. I feel that. I was small, but it was like, I wouldn't,
Yeah, I feel that. I went to Georgia Southern. I tell people all the time in college, when I was at Georgia Southern, I was a soccer player. Yeah. And so you're up to like big guys are playing basketball, football, and they looking at me like, oh, you skinny, you can run a lot, and you're a soccer player? Yeah. I was like, all right, bro, they might be getting pumped, but I got to show them that I can't get pumped. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get it.
Man. It was... People used to think I had little man syndrome.
Yeah.
I don't, man. I don't. It's just that I just don't want to be tried like I'm little, though. Like, come on, man. Like, I can do the same thing you can. Even better. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like,
No, I get it. It's really a weird world, but
man. Like,
I get it now.
That's real.
But so living on the east side, you know what I'm saying? Again, I used to live on Wesley Chapel. I lived there. I'm from Augusta, Georgia, so nobody just be like, "Oh, you're from East Atlanta?" Like, nah, I'm from Augusta, Georgia. I make that very clear. But how, like, me living there when I was in Wesley Chapel? Again, I used to hear a lot of stories before I was there, but after living there for quite a while, I did see the craziness that goes out there. You know what I'm saying? If you not really about that life, don't go out there. Like real shit.
Yeah,
like because a lot of people they hear stuff in music and stuff like that and think like, oh shit, I can handle that. And it's like, nah, this ain't one of these places you play around with.
That's real. That's real
shit. Like I tell the people that all the time. Don't go over there. Don't go to somewhere you don't belong. That's basically the best way, the general way of saying that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Was it really tough? I mean, again, you said you were little, but was it super, super tough compared to like when you're looking back at it now?
I mean, now compared to now, it's way different. You know, being on the east side and it was different because, you know, majority of the times being on the east side, if it was anything that was going down, people was fighting. It was fighting. It wasn't no shooting like how it is now. It wasn't no shooting. Nobody wasn't pulling no guns out. Either you fighting, you getting 1-on-1, the whole gang fighting, or you getting jumped. That's how it go.
For sure.
That's just how it go. Like it don't matter where you was at on the east side. That's how it was. But them times it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. But at the same time, it was like, yeah, that's just how it went down on the east side for real.
For sure. I mean, to Rudolph's point, because if you want to chime in on this, but like for me, that's how I looked at it too. When I was back in the day, when I was fighting a lot, it was like when I fought, it was just to show you that I'm just not the one to be messed with. But I don't want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to live, bro. But now how folks are fighting and stuff now, it's like, nah, we're just going straight to kill. Like that's all it is. Like, there's a lot of people that try to be big dog. Like, I'm 32 years old now, but like folks will try to be big dog to you now. And if you talk to them aggressively because you feel like they're being aggressive, it's like they ready to shoot. They're not trying to be like, okay, let's try to let's if it's really that, let's run the hands and call it a day and go do all about business. It's like, nah, let me shoot you and then drive away. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand where the shift happened.
I just think I was talking about this earlier. I didn't fight much growing up. That's one thing. I told Kelvin once, I was like, I kind of wish I did, but I didn't. But we were talking about how people just don't lose anymore because every mistake is recorded. And so if you were to get in a fight and you lost 3 fights in a row like you did or you fought that homeboy 3 times, or Kelvin lost 6 fights in a row and somebody recorded that, ain't nobody gonna live that down. Right. It's like, yo, record. And so I think there's this pride factor now that people are like, yeah, y'all not about to have me looking crazy on the internet for months on end. So like, either we both gonna die or we not gonna fight at all.
Exactly.
And I think that's kind of like the mentality. That's kind of the mentality we're seeing these days, man. Is that nobody's really fighting, and that's that. You feel me? And like when you said you came back from suspension like a damn world heavyweight title, next type shit.
You're right. That's how it was.
Yeah, I'm back from suspension. What's up?
But it's just crazy, man, because I just feel like now in today's time, it's more dangerous than it was back then.
Oh, for sure.
Because, now it's really like, it's life or death now, compared to back then. It's like, all right, you get your ass whooped. You just got your ass whooped. You go back home, you see that man again the next week at the same spot. That's what it is. It's up.
Yeah, right.
But now it's like, if somebody get their ass whooped, it's like, oh, they don't want to fight no more. It might not even get to a point where it's fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of shit changed.
Yeah, I definitely agree to that because I mean, one thing that I think is like one of the lamest things in the world is folks that's recording fights. Like, I said this on the last pod. Somebody was like, if somebody actually fights and somebody is recording the fight, what the rule should be now is that the person that wins that fight has to fight that person that's recording.
And lose a fight too.
Yeah,
and lose a fight too. You're embarrassing me on the internet. Like we gotta fight too, bro.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people you gotta fight. That's a lot of people you gotta fight because like now everybody recording.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
exactly.
I think that's the lamest thing in the world to say.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think. Honestly, if I say I want to fade, and especially if it's your people's too, I think that's also whack too. Unless you keep it within that circle. The problem is that people go and post it on the internet for other people to watch, comment.
Exactly.
That's where it gets lame for me, and that's why I be like, you might as well not even put the phone up. You know what I'm saying? That's what folks do. That's what folks do. Outside of that, I mean, I'm trying to think like a lot of other things have changed too outside of that. I think that's like one of the biggest things from like me growing up to now is just that everybody wants a gun. I hear it in music too. You know, I don't shoot, I don't fight, I shoot, and I'm just like, damn, like, damn. I told Rudolph the other day we were hooping at LA Fitness, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm just gonna be totally honest with you. Like now, I don't even want to listen to half of that music no more because of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That like literally, that's always a punchline. It's like, yeah, we don't fight, we shoot, and I'm like, damn, bro. And like you said, I can't fight nobody in the corner and just be like, all right, we had our squabble and call it a day. It's like as soon as I squabble him and he sees my car driving something, oh yeah, bust that.
Yeah,
it's
that's how it is, man.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's crazy. You see, that's why one of my favorite artists. My favorite artist all time is Kendrick Lamar.
Word.
You know, I love his type of music.
Absolutely.
See, he give it to you real. He give it from his perspective and his background.
Right.
And you know, I related to it in a lot of ways. So it was like listening to how rap is and just music and stuff is now. I just be like, man, yeah. You got that one hit, like, oh, it you know, it vibe. It's a vibe in the club, but you listen to what they say now, it just be like, man, this shit getting old.
Yeah, it shit getting
like, that's all y'all talk about now. Like everybody talks about this now.
Yeah,
it just get old, man.
Yeah, it gets super old, and I'm glad you brought Kendrick Lamar because one of my favorite albums of all time from his Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, but yeah, like, man. Yeah, facts, and like shoot, like really the whole TDE because I listen to them like crazy, man. Literally when I'm editing and everything else. But like, yeah, you're absolutely right when you come to that. It's like, I tell them all the time, it's like I sound like my parents. It's like, all y'all talk about is money, drugs, and hoes. Like, you know, like, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm a cameraman, so it's like, I see a lot of people when they're doing their music videos, they stab the guns, pointing at them while they're holding the camera. I seen a meme about that actually, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't do that shit. Like, it's I wish I. Honestly, as somebody that wants to see betterment and stuff, I wish I had the answer for that. Yeah, I honestly don't know what the answer to stop all that now. Because I think it's really just got out of control at this point.
Nowadays,
I got a question.
Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say, I was actually gonna ask on that same token if y'all think there's a shift coming because this ain't the only time I'm hearing these conversations of like not only it's getting old, but this doesn't resolve anything. Like where's the conflict resolution between us at this point? If we're not able to express ourselves in a way that's like, all right, we're doing this, it's over. Can we talk about it after? Like all that aggression's out. Because like if you shoot somebody, you're not gonna be best friends with the guy that you shot 3 times. If you fought somebody 3 times, like your close friend now, y'all fought each other, all that aggression's out, talked out what was happening, whoop-de-whoop. Now you'll be like really good friends. And there's no question as to beef at this point because y'all already had your beef.
Right.
But if somebody's shooting at somebody, where's the resolution? It's like one is from a distance, you might kill somebody, and now the whole family's involved. You kill someone, you got a grieving family. So do y'all think do you think there's gonna be some sort of shift that's gonna happen? Because at this point we're all seeing it. It's like it's not solving anything.
Well, I can answer that from being and seeing the things that I've seen and been a part of. Like beef is always, it can be a forever thing, you know, especially being in the streets and stuff like that. But you know, nowadays with how today is. It's no resolution to some of the stuff that goes on. Right. You know, sometimes you just have to let stuff be. Right. You know, being a voice is one thing, but you know, sometimes you just have to let it be because some things may not have a resolution. Because somebody kills somebody and then they have to retaliate, and then they have to retaliate, and it's just gonna keep being an ongoing thing. It's never gonna be a resolution.
Oh, no, for sure. No, that's real. That's one thing I definitely, and to be totally honest, and I tell people I'm not scared to say this. I don't know why people scared to say this, but I'm not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I've never participated in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people are scared to say that.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people are scared to say that. Everybody wants to be the tough guy in the room.
Exactly.
Like that. Don't get me wrong. I fight, but I'm not a street nigga whatsoever. But but I understandably seeing a lot of of the stories that I've seen in documentaries and being able to talk to people like face to face, I understand why a lot of these conflicts have happened and why there can't be no resolution to that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, like it's not too much you can really do. These folks, I mean, a lot of people are losing people, but it's like I've never experienced that pain to where I've lost somebody to like gunfire, you know what I'm saying? So I can't speak on something that I've never experienced, you know what I'm saying? Sure. And then you have people that are speaking on that, trying to be like, yeah, just put it down. Then it's like you're just pissing off the people that really have those real raw emotions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's again, that's why I just be like, sometimes some folks just have to understand you have to let some people sit back in the room and let them explain the story of their raw emotions instead of trying to speak on something that you think you know. Exactly. You feel me?
Yeah, so that's why I like to you know, to piggyback off that, I say this too, like for me, like me seeing certain things and being around certain things, I knew when it was time to separate myself from.
Right.
You feel me? And I did that at a young age. You know, I grew. I say that at a young age I had to grow up early.
Right.
If that makes sense. You
Word.
know, I did. I had to grow up at an early age. You know, so it was just like I knew when it was time to separate myself from certain things. You know, it was just like, okay, like, all right. I've done this, I've done that, I've been a part of this, or I seen this, I seen that. I don't want to, you know. So it's just like, okay, well, I know what where I'm trying to go in life. I don't, you know, have to be a part of this type of crowd or this type of. It don't.
Right. That's real.
You know, I don't really get all aroused about that type of stuff. I just be, you know, I be chilling, man. I love my career as a fighter. You know, living, family. You know, I'm also in the IT field too. See, people don't
Same
know
here.
that.
I work in IT.
People don't know that. I work in the IT field too. So it's like I love what I do and enjoying my time, man. Being a part of crowd, like BS like that, being out, man. What is that? Like, you know, I love my family. You know, I just, you know, me being as a fighter and growing, I know where I'm trying to be as a fighter. I know I'm going to be world champion. So it's like I know how to separate myself. So, you know, as a kid, I grew up like this. Yeah, I grew up like that. But, you know, as I got older, you know, I was around certain things.
For sure.
And I separated myself. So a lot of people is not, you know, man enough or woman enough to sit there and face that or just say that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I respect you for saying that, because some people just always want to be a part of something. Like, man, look, that's not something you want to be a part of.
Yeah,
not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool when they do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool when they do
exactly.
it.
That's why, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I really sit here, and that's like I had to, and I'm being totally honest with you, like me growing up and watching music videos and stuff like that, I wanted to be in that lifestyle, but like it was just like. Because I'm sure every kid that watch BET or watch music videos or whatever, anything that they watch, they want to be a part of that. So seeing Scarface and all this shit, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to sell coke. Yeah, fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like when you get the real raw reality of it, and like you hear like, and again, I kind of had to grow up fast, just like how you said. When I heard stories, I actually had a chance to actually speak with folks that were in that and really telling me the story as if I had a real life documentary kind of situation where people were really explaining to me like, bro, this is not the path you want to go. Exactly. Like, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? You actually it kind of made a lot of sense. And then, like, you know, after going to college and really trying to find my way and understand who I was as a human being, I was like, yo, bro, I could still be me and still do what I want to do and still get the same happiness. I don't have to play like I'm this big top dog nigga and all this other shit. Like, bro, if anybody knows me, I'm like one of the most low key people ever. But like, I do a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know, and I'm not trying to sit here and brag or nothing. But that's just how I believe in life. I think where how you become a legend is not showing off what you do, is what other people speak on you for you when you're not here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I'm trying to do. That's like my biggest goal is just to have people speak for me when I'm not here. You know
that's
what I'm
it,
saying?
Man.
That's literally my goal. Like, once I leave and they be like, oh, Kev was that nigga. Y'all just didn't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, like, I understand that as a boxer, you definitely want to be. You're going to be a world champion.
Most definitely.
What is Justin's goals?
My goals, outside of boxing, I mean, I know that's gonna play a part, but outside of boxing, you know, I just want to be, you know, successful. You know, I just want to be a part of, you know, something that, you know, nobody would never imagine. You know, I had a lot of doubters. I still do to this day.
Right.
But, you know, goals, I'll say one of my biggest goals is, of course, being a world champion, but taking care of my whole family. You feel me? Like, I already stated this, God be my witness. I actually said this, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna put each and every one of my siblings in their own home. That's how I go. That's real.
Right.
Like that's the type of goal that I'm trying to actually reach. I'm going to reach. That's like one of my biggest goals, cause and just growing, being a part of something, and just making a statement, coming from where I come from, and thinking that nobody like me coming from where I come from could be a world champion, or put his name as Justin Goodson in the history books as being a world fighter, a world title fighter, a world title holder.
Word.
So those my goals.
Word.
That's a big goal for me. But
I will say, after I seen you cross the shit out of somebody on the football field, I believe it. I don't see so many people slip and slide out there, boy. That shit is funny.
It's real, man, on that field, man.
So one of the things that, like, again, that I really don't speak about, but I'm gonna say, so I went to a career day for some middle school students, and I was showing them, like, basically you can learn how to edit and do the same shit that I do. Like, I ain't no goddamn person with a big budget, and it's like, yeah, let's do all this shit. Like, bro, I really get with the people that I know, and then those people tell other people. And I showed them the video, you crossing folks and stuff like that, and they watched the video and was like, oh shit, he crossed the fuck out of buddy. Did he go to the hospital? I was like, yeah, he went to the hospital.
Yeah, man.
But again, they didn't understand. Like, I had to, I didn't have a long time with them, speak to them and get them really truly understand. But that takes, honestly, those conversations takes years. I think not a lot of people understand it. Yeah. But like I was telling them, like, yeah, bro, it's simple. Like, I don't know this guy. This guy came out here and just started crossing the fuck out of people. We became cool like that. And I showed them, like, yo, he's a pro boxer. And they're like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, yeah, like it's that simple. Yeah. It's like just being yourself and just really having those natural conversations with folks and showing respect. Like, it gets you a long way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to show that respect. They want to, I'm going off of the same energy. I'm going off of the same energy everywhere I go. You know what I mean? And it never gets you nowhere, man.
Yeah, it don't. It don't at all. I just always like put it in a state where it's like I'm a people person. I love meeting new people. And just me being able to have natural conversations like it's nothing. Like some people don't know how to speak in front of a crowd. I do with no problem. I don't get nervous at all.
Right.
So, but I love networking. I love networking, meeting new people. You'll never know who you come across.
Yeah, right.
Because I came out there, nobody didn't think I was a professional boxer.
Right.
They looked at me and was like, oh. And then I got on the football field. They probably thought I was playing a pro 7-on-7 league or something.
Right. Exactly.
See, that's why I'm like, yeah, but it is just all. I just love meeting new people, man. I love people, man. It's like you'll never know who you come across, and understanding people's stories. It's amazing, man.
Nah, that's real. That's
seriously.
real. I mean, just off this conversation, I've learned a lot. Just a lot. I was like, hey, he was in East Atlanta. I was there too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's real though. Like, and just to say, man, just to see the growth that you've had just off of this conversation, it's amazing, bro. It's really amazing because me and Rudolph talk about growth every damn day we talk, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really important. With a lot of people got to understand, it's like you just got to speak growth in other people and
most
really
definitely.
mean it. And really mean it, you know what I'm
got
saying?
to, man.
Not in the hater shit, because I've had those hater conversations, but yeah, like I think, man, honestly, everybody that I come in contact with, I'm like, it was a reason I was supposed to see you, and there's going to be another reason why I see you too, is I'm going to see you on TV with the championship belt. I told Carlos the same shit. Yeah. And look, man, shit. I ain't going to say too much, but you will see Carlos very soon. Know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a reason why I'm meeting all y'all, and, shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put my boy Rudolph out there. He was on Black Panther too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling people all the time, it's like, yo, I know a lot of people, but again, my thing is, it's not me just using you for your accolades. It's me really understanding who you are as a person. I think that's more important than just being like, oh yeah, man, we got a pro boxer on the pod. Yeah, what's up, man? Just tell them how you knocking the niggas out. It's like, it's more than that. It's more than that. People want to see more than that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But yeah, Rudolph, you have any questions, man?
Nah, man, I'm just appreciative of the time you had with us, Beezy. Thank you for the time for the real conversation, man. That was dope hearing about your story, about your growing, your becoming, your evolution.
Most
and
definitely.
I'm seeing success for you, man. Speaking success over your life, seeing great things coming your way. And you better start looking on those websites to see what kind of home you buying your cousins or your sisters, your sisters and brothers, your siblings. You know, it's already happening, so you might as well start planning for it.
Already started.
Already
started
which
for
ones you
sure.
getting for 'em, man. Yeah, man. Speaking great things to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being great. Excited to see what your future holds, brother. Keep going.
For sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So, now you know where HQ is, man. Like, shit, this is what we do, bro. We create. We get to really get to know people, and we just look to, fucking podcasts, man. Doing other shit too.
This shit is cool.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
It is, man.
So whenever you want to pull up, man, the shit, you know what it is,
It's
man.
cool.
Like this is what we do. We podcast. We really talk about the shit that people really need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have any last words, man?
No, I just really want to say I appreciate it. This is really like my first official podcast.
Oh shit! Hell
yeah. So I appreciate it. See, because I done been on radio stations. I done been on TV, fought on TV and stuff like that. But it's like this is my first official podcast. So
that's what's up.
I'm very appreciative. So
hey, shit, we need a gold plaque, man. Like,
hey,
Rudolph, go ahead and go get us. We gotta find a plaque.
Because look, man, when I go big, it's like, damn, man, I remember my first official podcast.
Right.
Like for real.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Shit, again, like, man, as I know, honestly, we're gonna blow up really, really soon.
For
and
sure.
bro, I be telling folks all the time, like, I'm not the one that leave people behind. Like, when I win, everybody wins because everybody that's part of the modern crowd could show you, like, I put everybody in a position where they can actually win or at least grow into the point where they want to be at. Because I'm one kid out of 6 kids that's in the family, and that's all we live off a family. You know what I'm saying? So I just always have that family culture. Whoever I walk to or talk to, like, yo, you family. Yo, don't worry about it. Wherever we go, you good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for sure, man. Well, again, I appreciate you, Justin, a.k.a. Big Beezy, man. I appreciate you for being on here.
I appreciate y'all.
Man, Rudolph, I'm going to go ahead and let you say your last words because, you say the motivational shit.
Same as always, right? Hug your loved ones. Tell your people you love that you love them. And always do your best.
All right, man. And you already know, man, it's your boy Kev, always been a Don, man. First and foremost, make sure you catch this episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, themoderncrowd.com, and also on Golocoplus. And man, it's big shit. It's your boy, the king of 2K and Madden, of course. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta see what's up with this, man. I don't like this.
Yeah, bro. We gotta stream that game, man. I'm telling you, the stream coming. The stream coming, boy.
Hey, man, and I also want to say, man, y'all can follow me on all social media.
Word.
But really just Instagram for real, because I stopped getting on Twitter.
The conspiracy place, man.
Yeah, but y'all can really follow me on Instagram at BeezyBeat_. That's BeezyBeat_.
Word.
For sure, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
man.
the love.
Word, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, man. Sure. And again, make sure you check out the website, themoderncrowd.com. Make sure you get you some merchandise.
For sure.
And, man, and anything else, man. If you need some more info on podcast, hit us up, man. Yeah.